Nnamdi Kanu, Southeast governors desperate for power, wants to sacrifice Igbo people for their ambition. The leader of the Indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has accused the Southeast governors for being too desperate for power. According to him, they are willing to sacrifice the lives of their people for personal gains. We gathered that the statement was issued and signed by the group's public relations officer, Emma Powerful, on Monday, June 22. The statement, however, stated that how can the Southeast governors be so desperate for power beyond 2023 that they can sacrifice anything and anybody for personal gains? Adding that in the case they don't know, even the northerners they are trying to impress understands the handwriting on the wall. In other words, they know the governors are on their own. The statement further stated that the Southeast governors should also know that during referendum, they only have one vote, just like the man on the street. Kanu, however, stressed that if those frustrated politicians without conscience and direction are discerning enough, they should know that they should first push for the referendum to determine if the people they pretend to be speaking for actually have their support. He added that no matter their pretenses, Igbo people are tired of one Nigeria. They have since opted for Biafra, and there is no going back on this irrevocable resolve. Igbokwe blasts Abaribe for wearing .nation t-shirts. Joe Igbokwe, chieftain of the All Progressive Congress, APC Onyenala Shandi Yorubike, has rebuked Senator Minority Leader Enyinnaya Abaribe for wearing a t-shirt with the inscription .nation. According to report, Igbokwe described Abaribe as an ethnic bigot and an elder for nothing for wearing a shirt with such inscription. Abaribe was spotted wearing the .nation t-shirt, which emerged after President Buhari referred to Igbos as a dot in a circle. Recall that during an interview with Arise Television, Buhari had declared that the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, which he regarded as belonging to the Igbo ethnic group, are like a dot in a circle. Following Buhari's controversial comment, many Igbos, particularly youth, have continued to register their grievances, condemning the president for making such a description. Many of the aggrieved Igbos, particularly the Biafra secession group and agitators, have customized their t-shirts with the inscription, the .nation, in anticipation of Biafra. Reacting further, Igbokwe described the Senate Minority Leader as an elder for nothing. The special advisor to Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu on drainage and water resources stated this on his Facebook page. The blood of those policemen and ununiformed youths killed in Southeast will be accounted for in the fullness of time. We cannot be mad at all time, he said. Federal government threatens to suspend Facebook, WhatsApp, others. Report has it that President Muhammadu Buhari's led government on Tuesday threatened to suspend all social media platforms that allow their apps to be used to propagate the division of Nigeria through their posts. The Minister for Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, made this claim on Tuesday before the House of Representatives, a joint committee on information, justice and communication at the National Assembly. The Lion Minister was said to have been invited to the House to answer questions on the ban on Twitter. Lion Mohammed further stated that the social media platform made its platform available as a choice for people who want to destabilize and cause disunity in Nigeria. We want Twitter to be registered first in the country before they can operate, he said. On whether any channel of dialogue had been opened with Twitter, the minister said, "We tried to, but they rebuffed us," adding that they are not known to them, which means that they are not registered, but hoping they will be able to engage them. The minister then stated that the Nigerian government will not hesitate to suspend other social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Google Hangouts, and others if they are found to be promoting posts or statements capable of destabilizing the country. Anambra governorship aspirant gifts clergyman an exotic car. The Chief Executive Officer of Capital Oil, Senator Ifeanyi Ubah, has gifted a brand new bulletproof G-Wagon to the General Overseer of Omega Power Ministries, OPM, Blessed Apostle Chibuzo Chinyere. The excited clergyman, whose church is headquartered in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, took to his official Facebook page to share this good news with his followers and church members, saying that the gift was in appreciation of how he was used by God to heal Senator Ifeanyi Ubah. It's been noted in the past that the politician who is running for the 2021 Anambra governorship race has gifted OPM 120 million naira during a Thanksgiving service held at the church's headquarters. He has also donated 4 trucks to the church. Meanwhile, Senator Ubah will be hoping for gubernatorial election in some weeks' time. All best to him. Well, now a review of our stories. Nnamdi Kanu said Southeast governors are desperate for power, and that is true. Because of their future, just like a book wrote, it said, "For their today, our tomorrow was sacrificed," and that is what is happening. These politicians in positions are not, they are not after the will of the people who elected them, if we actually elected them. They are not looking beyond the present. They are willing to sacrifice the lives of their people just because of 2023 election, what they will get and beyond. They are desperate for power. And these guys can sacrifice anything for personal gains. But you know what happens? Even the North they are trying to work for does not trust them any longer. The North knows these guys are wishy-washy politicians. The North does not believe anything they say. They reject IPOB, they reject the agitation. In this, for the sake of pleasing the North and for their personal gains. But the North don't even trust them. Based on the recent press conference that the North did, several press conferences. Just like MNK said, these guys have 1 vote each. All of them, whether you are a governor, in the case of a referendum, in the event of a referendum, you only have 1 vote. So you don't decide for the rest of the people because we don't even know how you got there. Some of these governors were not voted for. So you don't speak for the rest of the people. The people's voice matters. Conduct a referendum, even if it's a mock referendum, and get opinions, and let's see if 5 of you, just 5 of you, can speak for the whole of us. Majority carries the vote. This is democracy. Let a referendum be conducted and let's see where the generality of our people belongs. On our next story, Igbokwe blast Abaribe for wearing .nation t-shirt. Igbokwe, Joe Igbokwe, a servant of Ndi Yoruba. Joe Igbokwe, servant Will you continue doing servant all the rest of your life, Joe Igbokwe? Somebody called you Igbos, your area. It didn't just mention IPOB. It was referring to the whole Igbo as a dot in a circle. You didn't reply the person. You didn't correct that wrong impression. You didn't correct that racist comment from the president. You didn't condemn it. You didn't condemn his genocidal comment on Twitter. But somebody now told you, oh, you called me a dot in a circle. But look at what the dot means. We are more than what you think. Somebody came out to prove the president wrong on that comment. And you're telling the person he is an ethnic bigot. What ethnic bigot? Somebody who actually stands for his people, and you're calling him an ethnic bigot. Igbokwe, you behave like a sold out. Joe Igbokwe, you behave like a sold out. Yes. You have never one day spoken for your people. Does it mean the Igbo people are totally wrong or they are always wrong, Joe Igbokwe? Now, this is somebody, Abaribe is somebody who speaks for the Igbo people, who stands for their right, who stands that, he's always out to make sure Igbo people are not oppressed. And you're telling him he's a bigot, tribal bigot. Could you imagine Joe Igbokwe? And you know what amazes me? It must be Joe Igbokwe that will answer. Emedrigi ife eme Joe Igbokwe. Ejigogwara ogwu Joe Igbokwe ejigogwara ogwu. Anyway, your case. Anyway, now federal government threatens to suspend Facebook and WhatsApp orders. Buhari, these guys are going all the way to do whatever they like. They are not acting as if we are in a democratic setting. These guys are acting like despots, despotic leadership. Buhari forgot and co. They forget how they came into power. Did we even voted them? They forget how they use all these social media platforms to come in. They did all sort of campaign, ridiculing campaign whatsoever. And now the social media is being used against them. They want to shut down social media. Buhari is acting like a dictator. Buhari, no wonder the other day Punch newspaper called Buhari, General Buhari, because they are still looking at that effect of military in Buhari. They pointed it out and Buhari was angry. Buhari doesn't want to be addressed as an army general, but he is acting like it, and even worse. Social media platforms are fundamental human rights. They are used to propagate information. Yes, quite all right. We don't tell people to promote hate. But this is our fundamental human right. You don't have to take it. As far as we are in 21st century and this time is concerned, these are things people should, make use of without restrictions. The only thing I think you caution people, you tell them, don't do this. So Buhari reminds me of Herod. Herod took one of Jesus' disciples, killed. I think just John the Baptist. He cut off his head, sacrificed. And he realized some people gave him the nod. They hailed him. And he went for Peter. But God saved Peter. But you know what happened to Herod shortly? Herod was eaten by worms. Buhari, that you are the president doesn't mean you are more than the whole of the country. Your suppressive rule, God is watching. Not only God is watching, and sooner you will leave power. Remember, you are dealing with human beings. You are not dealing with animals. Remember. And on our fourth story, Anambra governorship aspirant gifts clergyman an exotic car. Ifeanyi Ubah. Wow. Well, all these are towards campaigning. Anambra, he's after Anambra gubernatorial race, and this is part of his campaign. Well, I don't know what to say, but I want even while we wait for Biafra, may the right people rule Anambra State. And I will tell people to vote rightly. For those who are going to vote, vote rightly. Forget about all this display of, people suddenly started doing charitable works. Look for the right candidate, people who have helped the people truly. And if you really want to vote, while we wait for Biafra, vote for such people. Don't vote for people who suddenly started displaying their, being benevolent when election nears, just like Atiku. Atiku goes to eat with children in schools anytime election approaches. Anyway, please add your comment. This is where we round up for now. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't. Click on the bell icon to get our updates anytime it drops. Bye for now.